Crypto.
You know, there's always a handful of coins and projects that make me feel like kicking myself because I didn't jump in at the right time or I didn't jump in at all. And Render is one of those coins that makes me feel that way. But luckily, the angels of crypto have decided to offer us a second chance to accumulate this coin over the next few weeks. And this time, I'm not going to miss it. This time, I am actively accumulating this project as a long-term hold. So join me today as we take a closer look at the Render token, what it is, what it does, why it's needed, and we'll also look at the tokenomics for this project. And not only will we examine potential bull run price targets, but we'll also visit the charts and use technical analysis to identify the best bargain areas to accumulate, as well as some shorter term profit targets for those of you that like to trade and recycle your profits. Now, for the industry as a whole, Render is allowing the media and the graphics industry to say goodbye to costly and slow rendering, as Render combines blockchain and decentralized computing, and it revolutionizes the world of computer graphics. And through a global network of idle GPUs, the Render network offers on-demand rendering at a fraction of the cost. And with Render tokens, you can effortlessly purchase rendering power within the network, enabling you to enjoy high-quality rendering without breaking the bank. But that's not all. You can also stake your Render tokens and contribute to the network security and governance, allowing you to earn additional rewards along the way. I like that. So by joining the Render network, you can earn Render tokens for sharing your idle GPUs or actively participating. I mean, think of this as things go on and AI comes into this field. We've already seen what we can do with AI with Midjourney and other platforms where you can use AI to generate audio, video, and graphics. We need a good decentralized way to render all of this that's cost effective and also uses blockchain and opens up a wider doors of possibilities for this space, and Render does that in my mind. So you can earn Render tokens with your GPUs or just by staking them. And I also like the fact that Render's network blockchain technology, well, it guarantees transparency, verifiability, and also trust. Your rendering transactions are secure and they are also tamper-free. So whether you're a designer, an animator, a visual effects artist, Render and the Render network token empowers you to render faster, cheaper, and more efficiently. And if you're an investor or a trader, well, Render can give you some very good opportunities to make some life-changing gain, as I do think that this project could actually earn a 25x in this next cycle. So let's jump over to CoinGecko and let's take a look at this. Maximum supply for Render is 531 million. Total supply is also 531 million. Circulating supply out there in the market right now is 366 million. Current market cap for this project is 672 million. Wish I'd called it when it was 10x lower, around 67 million. Gosh, when the price would have been about 18 cents, wouldn't that have been a come up? But current price is coming in at $1.84. Now, when we look at price history, we can see that it ran flat around those gorgeous prices, about 10 cents. Came up about $2.49. That's a pretty good come up, right? Came back down to these low prices of 50 cents. Now, all-time high is recorded as being $8.78 here on CoinGecko. But Render is currently trading at $1.84. I think this one has a very good possibility to at least get back to its all-time highs, but I think it's going to do more. I think it could possibly do a 25x or even more from its current price at $1.84. So let's jump into the charts and let's take a look at some great accumulation areas for this that I see that are on the horizon, possibilities we can pick this up and accumulate, grow a bag, and take advantage of that 25x that possibly will come. And we'll also talk about some short-term targets for you traders out there. So here we are, we're on the weekly chart for Render, and there's some good things and there's some bad things. Now we are in this rising, basically a rising wedge type formation. We are finding support right here on the bottom of it, and we did wick down and touch this 21 moving average. Now these are kind of bullish signs that we found support there, but just the fact that we wick below this is showing a sign of weakness, and we could actually come down a little further. Now, if we look at our indicators for the weekly, we can see we're starting to come into a downturn. Stochastics want to come down. Money flow is kind of leveling out, but kind of turning down a little bit. And VWAP, a very important metric, has taken a downturn. So things are coming down on the bigger time frames, which will influence what happens over the next few weeks and possibly over the next month or two. Now, if you can see here, I draw this line here to the candle bodies. That line is is going up. However, when we bring our RSI out, you can see that that line is going down. So that is some bearish divergence saying, hey, this is a top. We're getting ready to go through a correction. And that's why we're making this video, because we're going to talk about those prices to jump in on that correction. Now, as we come to the daily chart, you can definitely see this breakout to the downside. This is a bearish pattern with about a 65% chance to break to the downside, and that's exactly what it's doing. And on the daily, we've lost the 100 support area. I want you to take a look at these moving averages, how they're just taking a kamikaze nosedive toward this 50 and passing it. We're getting ready to drop. Now, the next area that we will come down to test on the daily time frame will be this 200 moving average, and currently that's coming in about $1.37. This also lines up very well with the 618 Fibonacci area, so I have this zone from about 124 on up to about 141 as a great area to buy. And there is a great chance that we can come down to this area and find support and just come back up for a retest or trade sideways or start making our ways on up, maybe forming a new pattern. That's definitely a good possibility. But on the chance that maybe this does some kind of retest, goes up a little bit, trade sideways, and then decides to come further down, I am looking at these areas right here as a very real possibility of place, a great place in my mind, a bargain area to accumulate render somewhere between 66 cents and up to $1. Great places. These price points are also some Fibonacci areas. They are also weekly support areas, which will give us some strong support. And the first one comes in at 99 cents. And if that fails, we're looking about 82 down to 66 cents. So watch carefully that if this area around 132, 135 does not hold, you might have a chance to take profit and sell. Then we will be coming down to some lower areas, which in my mind, I am ready to snatch this up. Now let's look at a few little price targets. And I'm going to draw a Fibonacci from the swing low to that swing high. And if you were trading this, after we come down to say this 1618 area, and we make it back up to this area at 196. Now, just for you traders out there, that's a good 40%, 42% return on your investment. Now, if you find a place that does leverage on that, you can definitely up that to 420% with 10x leverage. Coming back up to these recent areas, about 233, about a 70% return. Not bad. Now, if we do make it down to this bargain area, let's say we come down to 70 cents, getting back up to these levels could be 174% return on up to 220% return. So I am really got my eye on this area if we are lucky enough to make it down there. Very good possibility that we will. But what do we see on the horizon for some bigger price targets? Let's say that we get down to the 618 area, somewhere around $1.35 or something. My first target, which also has a Fibonacci level and a very good support and resistance area, would be $3.56. That would be 169% return. Next target that I'm looking for would be $4.58, and that would be a 245% return. And then this golden pocket area right up here, $5.56, 300% return, get a 3 to 4x, not bad. And I just want to throw a little wild target out there for maybe further down in the bull run. And how I do that is I use some very good Fibonacci levels, taking a swing high to the swing low there. I am targeting these zones here. I can definitely see the real possibility of this reaching $11, $12.30, even up to $14. Actually, I think this project could actually go higher as the demand is met. And so I think even this moon math is very conservative. Now, let's just say getting in at that target that we're looking at, $1.37. Coming up here, that is 700% return. Second target at $12.22 will give us a 791% return. And even coming up to this 1618 target at $14, 900% return. Now, realistically, I do think this project could actually reach somewhere around $25. Whether that will happen, I do not know, but there's no denying that this is a strong coin with a strong use case that has a bright future, and that's why I want it, and that's why I am just chomping at the bit to buy this thing below $1. If you found this information helpful, hey, help the channel out, hit that like button, maybe even subscribe to the channel. Join our free Telegram group, learn the stuff that I'm doing here, hang out with a bunch of cool people as we cruise our way to financial freedom in this next bull market. Check out the links in the description. And until next time, my name is Lane, your crypto road dog, reminding you, man, you are in crypto at a very good time to make some really life-changing gains. Pick your projects wisely, pick good ones with good use cases. And just remember, you got this, baby. You're getting very wealthy. and you like this video, you want to subscribe to this channel because you like